Ayan, i-resume. Ni-resume ko na. Kaso yung yung beginning hindi na nakalimutan kong i-start. Yan, the equity of a partnership is like the equity of a sole proprietorship except that it is subdivided into the partner's capital balances. Yan. Mr. A's capital, Mr. B's capital, Mr. C capital, enumerated yung capital balances nila. And then here naman sa next slide, balance sheet of a corporation. Yan. So under corporation, the equity are as follows. Share capital. Share capital kasi this represents the stocks issued. You have the retained earnings account. In this account, all the profits of the previous years are closed and other components of equity. Same sila sa cooperative. Ang cooperative may share capital and may donations and grants and statutory funds. So the equity of a corporation is like the equity of a cooperative in the sense that both have share capital. However, for a cooperative is that it includes statutory funds which is required by law to appropriate a portion of its annual profits. Yan yung balance sheet of a corporation and a cooperative. Same lang assets, listed down lahat ng assets, then liabilities, and then sa equity magkaiba. Okay? So what are the major considerations in accounting for equity of a partnership? First, you have formation, the accounting for initial investments to the partnership. And you have operations, division of profits or losses, the dissolution, admission of a new partner and withdrawal, retirement or death of a partnership, liquidation, winding up of affairs. So these are the four major transactions or considerations in accounting for the equity of a partnership. So you have to take note of this. So you know what to do as an accountant when there will be a formation of a partnership, how to divide profits and losses, and how to dissolve the partnership, and how to liquidate the partnership. Yan. So in this week, we will be focusing on the formation, how to account for the initial investments of the partnership. So this will be our focus this week. Okay. So under formation, a contract of partnership is consensual. So it should be consented by all partners with their consent. It is created by the agreement of the partner, which may be constituted in any form such as oral or written. Yan. Its legal existence begins from the moment the contract is executed unless it is otherwise stipulated. So when you are forming a partnership, there will be a date of agreement between the partnership. Yan. So now we will discuss the valuation of contributions of partners. This is very important. Capital contributions of partners to the partnership are initially measured at fair value. Hindi siya cost or historical cost. It should be measured at fair value. Fair value means it is the price that would be received to sell an asset or paid to transfer a liability in an orderly transaction between market participants at the measurement date. So it is like the market value. Ano yung halaga niya at this point in time. Yan, fair value. So what are some types of contribution? The partners may contribute cash and cash equivalents and inventory, equipment, or any other assets. Yan. So the measurement of cash and cash equivalents, it should be measured at face amount of cash or cash equivalent. How much is the value of the actual cash or short-term investment or cash equivalent? So face amount. Kasi yung cash and cash equivalents, wala naman siyang market value. Yun na yung pinaka-value niya, yung amount ng cash. Unlike inventory, its fair market value can be determined. So you will measure your inventory at lower of cost or net realizable value. How do you compute the net realizable value? It is the estimated selling price less costs to complete and sell if lower than cost. So ito lang yung pinakatandaan nyo, lower of cost or net realizable value. Yung cost niya is yung actual cost na binili nyo yung inventory. Yung NRV naman niya, selling price less cost to complete and sell. Lower. The lower of the two. Yan. So for example, may inventory kayong binili for let's say 200 pesos worth of inventory. And then you estimated that you can sell this inventory for like 300 pesos you can sell this inventory. And then in selling the inventory, you will be incurring costs such as delivery cost or any other cost associated to selling that inventory. Let's say, for example, 150. So yung NRV nyo is 150. Yung cost of inventory nyo is 200. So which is lower, NRV or cost? NRV, di ba? 150 lang yung NRV nyo. So you will measure your inventory at NRV. Pag yung NRV naman is 250 pesos, yung cost of buying the inventory is 200, you will use the cost of the inventory, whichever is lower between the two. So that you will be using in the inventory valuation. Okay? Clear ba yung lower of cost or NRV?
Yes, ma'am.
Ulit daw. You measure your inventories initial for initial contribution of partners at lower of cost or inventory, whichever is lower between the initial cost incurred upon buying the inventory and the net realizable value of the inventory. For example, you bought inventories worth 200 pesos and then you estimated that you can sell these inventories at 300 pesos. This is the selling price. This will be your selling price, estimated selling price. And then you also determined that in selling the inventories, you will be incurring storage cost, delivery cost, like this. So you will deduct these costs from your selling price. Let's say 150. So 300 minus 150 is your net realizable value. Given the formula of NRV, NRV is estimated selling price less cost to complete and sell. Yan. So ang NRV nyo is 150. Yung cost nyo of buying inventory is 200. So which one is lower, NRV or the cost? Di ba ang NRV 150 lang, yung cost nyo is 200. So you will value your inventories at net realizable value, which is 150. However, let's say ang cost to complete and sell nyo is only 50 pesos. So yung selling price nyo 300 minus 50 pesos, yung NRV nyo is 250. So mas mataas ngayon yung NRV nyo. Since mataas yung NRV nyo, you value your inventories at the cost, lower of cost or NRV. Yan. So yung value ng inventories is 200. Kasi mas mataas yung NRV kaysa sa cost. Whichever is lower between the two, you value your inventory. Yan, clear na? Yan. So you have to take note of this item. So when you will be answering problems, alam nyo how to value the initial contributions of each partner. Pag nag-contribute sila ng inventory, you value lower of cost or NRV. Yan. So each partner's capital account is credited for the fair value of his net contribution. Fair value of contribution less any liability assumed by the partnership. So remember, net contribution. Net contribution means fair value less any liability assumed by the partnership. For example, building. Nag-donate yung isang partner ng building, but that building is not yet fully paid. So my mortgage payable for that building, let's say, nag-donate siya ng building amounting to 500,000 and 100,000 pa yung payable sa building na yun, mortgage payable. So yung fair value ng building is only 400,000. This will be the amount that will be credited into the partner's capital account. If the company, if the partnership will assume the liability, the partnership will measure it at its fair value, the 500,000. And then the partnership will also recognize liability of 100,000. Yan. Yan. A partner's subsequent share in profits or losses shall also be credited or debited to his capital account. So let's say, for example, at the end of the period, may meron ng share in profit. So let's say, for example, sa partner A, his share in partner A and B, they have equal share in profits or losses. Meron silang 50,000 each share in profits. So this 50,000 profit will be credited to their capital accounts. If may loss naman, debited to their capital accounts. Yan. We also have permanent contribution. Yan, ulitin natin yung ano. Each partner's capital account is credited for the fair value of his net contribution. Fair value of contribution less any liability assumed by the partnership. Let's say, for example, you invested a building worth 500,000, and that building is still paying for, let's say, a loan. Kasi nag-loan ka na para mabili mo yung building na yon, may 100,000 pang existing na loan for that building. And then the partnership will assume for that payable or loan. So the amount that will be credited in your capital account will only be 400,000. So let's say ang journal entry natin dito is debit building 500,000, debit credit mortgage payable 100,000, credit U capital 400,000. So, yung sinasabi dito sa number 1, yung sinasabi sa number 1, the partner's capital account is credited for the fair value of his net contribution. So, yung fair value ng building is determined as 500,000, and then there's a payable associated to that building 100,000, which the partnership will assume. The partnership will record this liability 100,000, and the net amount will be 400,000. Net means fair value less any liability. assumed by the partnership. If not assumed by the partnership naman, automatically 400K lang. Wala na tong ay hindi pala 500 pa rin fair value. Kasi CU Capital ang magbabayad ng liability. Anyway, may examples tayo later on. Yan. So, ganyan yung concept ng number 1. Gets? Sa number 2, as mentioned, any profits or losses will be credited or debited to the capital account of the partners. Permanent withdrawals of capital are debited to the partner's capital account. Same lang sa sole proprietorship. Pag may drawings or withdrawal yung isang partner, ide-debit din yung sa partner's capital account. Temporary withdrawals may be debited to the partner's drawings account. Yan. Pag permanent, sinasabi, directly na i-debit sa partner's capital account. Pag temporary naman, doon sa partner's drawings account. Yan, okay. And then the sum of the balances in the partner's individual capital accounts represents the total equity of the partnership. So yun. Yung partner A capital, B capital, sum of the balances of the partner's individual capital accounts is the total equity of the partnership. Yan. You also have partners ledger accounts. So these are capital accounts, drawings accounts, and receivable from or payable to a partner. Yan. Capital and drawing accounts. Parang sole proprietorship lang. But you will be accounting for each equity of the partners. So mas madami lang siya kaysa sole proprietorship. Each partner has his or her own capital and drawings account, and these accounts are equity accounts that are used to record the following transactions. So, let's say this is the T account of Juan de la Cruz Capital, debit credit, T account ang tawag dito. You will debit the account, the capital account of Juan de la Cruz if there is permanent withdrawal of capital. You will debit if there is a share in losses. You will debit if there is a debit balance of drawings account. So, yung third is i-close nyo yung drawings account nyo sa capital. So, yung closing entry nyo ng drawing account is debit capital, credit, drawing. Di ba yung closing entry nyo? Kaya dinedebit yung debit balance ng drawings account sa capital account. So you will credit the capital account for these transactions. Initial investment, yun. Di ba yung normal balance ng capital is credit? So since there is an initial investment, may increase in capital. To increase capital, you will credit the capital account. So initial investment. If there is additional investments and there is share in profits. So remember these transactions para hindi kayo malito kung kailan ide-debit at kailan i-credit yung capital account. Yan. You also have the drawings account. This is the T account of your drawings account. You will debit the drawings account if there is temporary withdrawals during the period. Temporary means ibabalik din ng partner. So pag binalik niya, i-credit nyo na to. Yan. And then temporary funds held to be remitted to the partnership. So this will be the transactions related to drawings account if you will be debiting it, if you should debit it. You will credit the drawings account if recurring reimbursable costs paid by the partner. Yan. I-credit nyo na siya pag binayaran na yung temporary withdrawals ng partner. Yan. The partners, remember, the partner's capital account is a real account and has a normal credit balance. Real account means hindi siya kino-close at the end of the period. Dito kino-close yung profits or losses and drawings account at the end of the period. Yan. Ang drawings account naman is a nominal account or temporary account that is close to the capital account of the relative partner at the end of the period, and it has a normal debit balance. So, ito, yung discussion natin na to, basically review lang to ng capital accounts, di ba? So, same concept pa rin ng capital and drawings accounts ng sole proprietorship. Yan. Gets? Gets ba dito? Or may question kayo? Okay na? Yan. Then you also have receivable from or payable to a partner. So magkakaroon din kayo ng account na to in the partnership. So the partnership may enter into a loan transaction with the partner. Yan. A loan pag ayaw ng partner na i-invest niya na lang yung binigay niya sa partnership. Gusto niya loan. Meaning babayaran siya ng partnership for that. So a loan extended by the partnership to a partner is recorded as receivable from the partnership. A receivable from the partner. Loan extended. Meaning yung partnership ang nagbigay ng pera sa partner as loan. So i-record ngayon sa partnership books yung loan na binigay sa partner as receivable from the partner. On the other hand, a loan obtained by the partnership from a partner is recorded as payable to the partner. Pag yung partner nagbigay ng pera sa partnership at hindi yun investment, ire-record ng partnership as payable to the partner. Liability ng partnership sa partner na nagbigay ng pera. Yun yung difference ng receivable from the partner and payable to the partner. Ito, receivable asset, payable liability. So, yung sa first, ang partner ang may utang, ang partnership ang nagpautang. Sa second, ang partner ang nagpautang, ang partnership ang may utang. Yan. So, example, A and B formed a partnership. A contributed cash of 500,000, while B contributed land with carrying amount of 400,000 and fair value of 800,000. The land has an unpaid mortgage of 200,000, which assumed by the partnership. So, requirements: determine the correct valuations of the partner's contributions in the partnership books of accounts and provide the journal entry. So, question, ano yung value ng cash na ire-record sa partnership? How much? Bilis, sagot. Yan, 500,000. Yan, 500,000. Ano yung value ng land? Ano yung, how much nyo siya ire-record?
800,000.
800,000.
800K.
Yun yung fair value. Tapos, may mortgage daw yung land. Ano yung value ng mortgage na i-recognize din ng partnership?
200.
200K.
200K. So, ito yung solution nyo. Requirement A, cash 500,000. Ito yung i-extend sa partnership books, 500,000. Yung contribution ni B, 800,000. Yun yung value na i-record sa partnership books, 800,000. So, total is 1,300,000. Yun yung total fair value of contributions of the partners. Okay? So, the partnership will assume the payable mortgage of the land. So, under B, may 200,000 liability. So, part din siya sa partnership books. I-extend nyo siya sa partnership books, 200,000. So, yung credit side naman is capital A, 500,000 amount ng cash, and B capital, 600,000 lang. Bakit? Kasi sinabi natin kanina, net contribution. Net contribution means fair value of contribution less any liability associated with those contributions. So, 600,000 lang yung credit niya. 800,000 minus 200,000, 600,000. So, balance pa rin yung equation nyo. 1,300,000 yung assets, yung equity and liabilities nyo is 1,300,000 pa rin. So, balance. Okay? So, yung requirement B, ang journal entry is debit cash, 500,000. Debit land, 800,000, the fair value of the land. Credit mortgage payable, 200,000. Credit A capital, 500,000. Credit B capital, 600,000. Yan. Bakit credit yung liability? Kasi nadagdagan yung liability ng partnership. To increase liability, yung normal balance ng liability nyo is credit, diba? So, yan. Yan yung journal entry to record the initial investments of A and B partnership. So, notes. The land is valued at fair value, not the carrying amount or cost of the contributing partner. The mortgage on the land is recognized because it is assumed by the partnership and it decreased the capital credit to the partner. And the sum of the partner's capital credits represents the partnership's initial equity. Yan. So, yung sinasabi sa number 3, 500,000 and 600,000 is the equity portion of your balance sheet. 200,000 is the liability portion of your balance sheet. And the total assets and liabilities and equity, 1,300,000. So, yan. Gets nyo ba yung example? So, ganito yung journal entry nyo. Ha? Clear ba? May question?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Yan. Mabilis ba? Baka may sabi na naman, ang
Okay
bilis.
lang.
Yan. So, gets? Mabilis lang, di ba? Easy. Easy peasy. Perfect na kayo sa exam. Yan. Another example. Try nyo isolve. A and B formed a partnership. The following are their contributions. A, cash, 500,000. B, accounts receivable. A, cash, 100,000. Building for B, 700,000. So, total is 600,000 for A, 700,000 for B. Yan. Additional information. The accounts receivable includes a 20,000 account that is uncollectible. The building is under-depreciated by 50,000 and has an unpaid mortgage of 100,000, but this is not assumed by the partnership and partner B promised to pay the mortgage himself. Yan. So, sinabi, may 20,000 uncollectible accounts sa AR. So, i-deduct nyo from AR yung 20,000. 100,000 minus 20,000. And then the building is under depreciated by 50,000. So 700,000 minus 650,000. Yun lang yung fair market value ng building nyo. Yan. So requirements, determine the correct valuation of the partner's contributions in the partnership books of accounts and provide the journal entry. So try natin i-plot yung contributions ng bawat partners. So sinabi, cash for partner A, 500,000, you will be extending it at face amount in the partnership books, 500,000. Accounts receivable, it has a face amount of 100,000 or carrying amount of 100,000 with uncollectible accounts of 20,000. So you will be extending only 80,000 to the partnership books. The building is under depreciated by 50K. So you will extend only 650,000 as contribution of partner B, which you will be extending to the partnership 650,000. So total is 1,230,000. For partner A, 580,000. For partner B, 650,000. Yan. So your journal entry will be debit cash, 500,000. Credit accounts receivable, 80,000. Debit accounts receivable, 80,000. Debit building, 650,000. Credit A capital, 580,000. And B capital, 650,000. If you notice, kahit na sinabi sa problem na may mortgage payable yung building, hindi siya in-extend sa partnership books kasi hindi siya in-assume ng partnership, and babayaran siya ng partner B. Babayaran siya ni partner B. So, sinabi dito, this is not assumed by the partnership and partnership B promised to pay the mortgage himself. So, yung total amount na i-record is, yung total amount na i-record nyo sa partnership books for the building is 650. Hindi nyo dineduct yung mortgage kasi hindi siya in-assume ng partnership. So, magiging 650 pa rin yung fair value niya kasi babayaran naman ni partner B yung mortgage. Yan. So, ganito yung journal entry. To record A and B partnership initial investments. So, nag-gets nyo ba yung concept na to?
Yes, ma'am.
Na pag hindi in-assume ng partnership yung mortgage payable relative to the building or any equipment, yan. Ito yung journal entry. So, pag sinabing not assumed by the partnership, disregard nyo lang yung liability and you measure it at fair value. Fair value is ito. 700,000 less 50,000 under depreciation. Yan. Notes. The uncollectible account is deducted in order to compute for fair value of the accounts receivable. Yan. Remember nyo, pag may sinabing uncollectible account, i-deduct nyo siya sa accounts receivable. The under depreciation is deducted in order to compute for fair value of the building. Tandaan nyo rin, i-deduct nyo any under depreciation. Kasi hindi siya fairly presented pag under depreciated siya. You have to correct the amount that you should be valuing the asset. Also, the unpaid mortgage on the building is not recognized because it is not assumed by the partnership. Yan. Clear naman?
Ma'am,
Yes.
yung sa third part po na the unpaid mortgage on the building is not recognized. Saan po doon ulit?
Ito. The building is under depreciated by 50,000 and has an unpaid mortgage of 100,000. But this is not assumed by the partnership and partner B promised to pay the mortgage himself. So given sa problem na hindi inassume ng partnership at si partner B ang magbabayad ng mortgage. So i-disregard nyo lang yung mortgage payable pag sinabing not assumed by partnership and the partner will pay it. Yan. Pag sinabing assumed by the partnership, magdagdag kayo ng credit, mortgage payable, 100K. Tapos, minus 100K dito. 550 lang yung niya, yung net contribution ng capital B. Gets? Kasi inassume ng partnership. If hindi inassume, tanggalin to. 650 pa rin yung equity niya. Okay? Yan. Diba, easy lang. Easy lang pag ganito lang yung problem. Magiging difficult siya pag may agreements involved na between partners. So, pag may bonus on initial investment, magiging tricky siya. Yan. An accounting problem exists when a partner's capital account is credited for an amount greater than the fair value of his contributions. Yan. Pag may agreement between the partners na ganito dapat yung i-credit sa account ko, but yung contribution ko is lower than the amount that will be credited in my capital account. So, may existence ng bonus. For instance, a partnership agreement may allow a certain partner who is bringing in expertise or skill or special skill to the partnership to have a capital greater than the fair value of his contribution. In this case, the additional credit to his capital, you call it bonus, is accounted for as deduction from the capital of other partners. So this is the bonus method. So in Tagalog, pag mas malaki yung i-credit sa capital account ko, pero maliit lang yung contribution ko, since I will be giving also my talents or my skills in the business, my capital account will be credited more than my contribution. Ngayon, yung other partners magbibigay ng bonus sa akin. I-deduct nila yung additional na credit sa akin sa capital nila. So makikita nyo sa examples natin. You call this bonus method. Although the credit to the partner's capital account may vary due to a bonus, the corresponding debit to the asset account must still be equal to the fair value of the contribution. Yan. So yung total contribution ng partners, which is the fair value of all assets, should be equal. Yan. The difference, so meaning dito, hindi nyo i-adjust sa value ng assets na kinontribute. I-adjust nyo siya sa equity accounts. Yan. The difference between the amounts credited and debited is treated as adjustment to the capital accounts of other partners. Yan. Example, A and B agreed to form a partnership. A contributed 40,000 cash while B contributed equipment with fair value of 100,000. However, due to the expertise that A will be bringing to the partnership, the partners agreed that they should initially have equal interest in the partnership capital. Yan. So may agreement sila, equal dapat tayo, 50-50 yung capital accounts natin, initial contribution. Pero yung contribution nila magkaiba, si A 40,000 lang, si B 100,000 yung contribution. But may expertise si A na gagamitin sa partnership, gagawin nilang equal yung interest nila. So ngayon, let's provide, ang requirement, provide the journal entry to record the initial investment. Yan. So yung solution, try natin isolve. A, 40,000 yung contribution, actual contribution. Excuse me. Si B, 100,000 yung actual contribution. So yung total contribution is 140,000. So sinabi na 50% sila each. So 140,000 times 50%, 70,000 kay A. 140,000 times 50%, 70,000 kay B. So yung total is 140,000 pa rin. Hindi nyo babaguhin yung fair value of contribution. Ang babaguhin nyo yung balances of each capital accounts para maging equal yung interest ng each partners. So ngayon, sino nagbigay ng bonus? Si B ang nagbigay ng bonus kay A. Kasi 100,000 talaga yung kinontribute niya, pero yung na-credit lang sa kanya is 70,000. Si A naman nakatanggap ng bonus kay B. Kasi 40,000 lang yung kinontribute niya, pero yung na-credit sa account niya is 70,000. So may, how much? 30,000 na bonus. Hindi siya actual bonus. Tinawag lang siyang bonus method kasi may transfer of amounts between capital accounts. Yan. So yung journal entry nyo, debit cash, face amount of cash, equipment, the fair value of equipment, 100,000, credit A capital, 70,000, credit B capital, 70,000. Yan. To record A and B partnership initial investments. So 50% yung share nila each sa partnership equity. Yan. The bonus given to A by B is 30,000. 70,000 capital credit minus 40,000 actual contribution is treated as reduction to the capital of B. So deduction siya from B capital. From 100,000 na contribution niya, 70,000 lang yung na-credit sa kanya. Yan. After applying the bonus method, the capital of the partnership is still equal to their fair value of the partners' contributions. The debits to cash and equipment are equal to their fair values. The only the amounts credited to the partners' capital accounts have varied. So, hindi nyo i-adjust yung amounts ng cash and equipment. I-adjust nyo lang yung capital, share of the capital between partners. So, yung amount ng cash as is and equipment as is 100K. I-divide nyo lang siya 50-50 sa capital credits of each partners. Yan. Clear ba? Nagets nyo ba yung concept ng bonus method?
Yes.
Yan. Easy lang, di ba? So later on sa mga next exams or short quiz, yan, ganito lang yung concept na i-apply nyo. Yan. You also have variations to the bonus method. May trick na naman. Meron na namang ano. Yan. A partnership agreement may stipulate a certain ratio to be maintained by the partners representing their specific interest in the equity of the partnership. So sinabi dito na an agreement of partnership may include, let's say, a ratio of 50-50, 40-60, 30-70, ano pa ba? Yan, 20-80, ganon, ratio between partners. Or 40-50, 10, 20-20, 30, ay hindi, 20, 30-30, 40, ganon. Basta 100% in total. Yan. This stipulation may give rise to adjustments to the initial contributions of the partners, since technically there is no bonus being given to a certain partner. So, same lang. Any increase of or decrease or to dapat. Any increase or decrease to the capital credit of a partner is not deducted from his co-partner's capital accounts. Instead, the capital adjustments is accounted for as either cash settlement among partners or additional investment or withdrawal of investment of a partner. So, don't worry kasi dapat you will apply these concepts if specifically mentioned lang sa problem. If hindi minention yung bonus method ang gagamitin nyo. Yan. So, example. Example, A, B, and C formed a partnership. Their contributions are as follows. A, cash 40,000. B, cash 10,000 and equipment 80,000. C, cash 100,000. So, si A, may total contribution of 40,000. Si B, may total contribution of 90,000. And C, may total contribution of 100,000. Additional information. The equipment has an unpaid mortgage of 20,000 which the partnership assumes to repay. So, inassume daw ng partnership yung mortgage. The partners agreed to equalize their interests. Cash settlements among the partners are to be made outside the partnership. So, ito yung ginamit niya, cash settlement among the partners. Meaning, yung partners outside the partnership will pay themselves. Kung sino mas malaki, sino yung mas maliit, they will settle it among themselves outside the partnership. Yun yung minimean sa problem. Yan. So, how do you equalize their contributions? So, ang una, gagawin nyo muna, compute how much is the total fair value of the total contribution. So, how much? 40 plus 90 plus 100. Yan. Ang requirements. Which partners shall receive cash payment from the other partners? And provide the journal entry to record the contributions of the partners. So, i-assess muna natin yung fair value ng contributions. That will be extended to the partnership books. So, yan. For A, cash, 40,000, and B, 10,000, C, 100,000. Total cash that will be extended to the partnership is 150,000. Equipment that will be extended is 80,000. Less mortgage payable, 20,000. Yan. So, yung fair value of contribution is 210,000. So, sinabi na equal interest, 210,000 divided by 3, 70,000 each yung makakredit sa accounts nila para ma-equalize yung initial contribution nila. Yan. So, A, yung difference ni A, 40,000 initial investment, tapos 70,000 yung makakredit sa kanya, may difference na 30,000. Si B, tama lang yung sa na-contribute niya. So, wala siyang babayaran. Si C naman, 100,000 yung na-contribute niya, but 70,000 lang yung makakredit sa kanya, may difference na 30,000. So, given this, A should pay C 30,000. So, they will be paying among themselves. They will be settling the difference among themselves. So, ang answer, partner C shall receive 30,000 from partner A. Yan. Pag nagsosolve kayo ng problems, I suggest na ganito yung computation nyo, ganito yung solution na gagawin nyo para hindi kayo malito. I-plot nyo yung each partner, tapos plot nyo yung mga contribution, their contributions respectively, to determine the fair value or the net contribution, ito. The net contribution to the partnership. And then you determine the ratio that they will be sharing in the initial partnership contribution, and then you will see the difference. So again, for partner A, 40,000 lang yung contribution niya, but 70,000 yung na-credit sa capital account niya as agreed by all partners to equalize their capital accounts. May difference na 30,000. A needs to pay this 30,000 to C. Yan. Yan yung concept ng cash settlement between partners. Yan. Nagets nyo ba? Or may question kayo? Yan. Paano nakuha yung 70,000? Ito, na-determine nyo na 210,000, di ba? Yung net contribution divided by 3. Kasi sinabi sa problem, the partners agreed to equalize their interest. Meaning, equal dapat yung credit sa capital accounts of each partner. Yan. So, 210,000 divided by 3, since equal silang tatlo, is 70,000. Yun yung solution ng 70,000 each. 210,000 divided by 3. Yan. Okay? So, partner A shall pay partner C. So, yung journal entry, ganito. Debit cash, 150,000. Yan. Cash, 150,000. I-extend nyo lang to siya. Debit cash, 150,000. Debit equipment, 80,000. 80,000 equipment. Credit mortgage payable, 20,000. Mortgage payable, 20,000. Credit, yan. Tapos, A capital, 70,000. B capital, 70,000. C capital, 70,000. Equal pa rin siya. 230,000 for debits, 230,000 for credits. To record A, B, and C partnership initial investments. This will be your journal entry for initial investment of capital contribution. Notes. The cash settlement among the partners is not recorded in the partnership's books because this is not a transaction of the partnership, but rather a transaction among the partners themselves. So, yan. Yan yung sinabi ko na they will be settling themselves outside the partnership. The partnership's capital of 210,000 remains the same after the cash settlement. Again, what varied are only the credits to the partner's capital accounts. So instead of 40,000 kay A kanina, 70,000 na yung na-credit sa kanya kasi binayaran niya si C. Instead of 100,000 yung ininvest niya kanina, 70,000 lang yung na-credit sa kanya kasi nakatanggap siya ng 30,000 kay A. Bale, ni-reimburse lang ni A kay C yung 30,000 na difference. Gets? Yan. So you also have the concept of additional investment or withdrawal of investment. Yan. Example, A and B agreed to form a partnership. The partnership agreement stipulates the following: initial capital of 140,000, a 60-40 interest in the equity of the partnership respectively. So 60% interest ni A, 40% naman kay B. Tapos A contributed 100,000 cash while B contributed 40,000 cash. Requirement: which partner should provide additional investment or withdraw part of his investment in order to bring the partner's capital credits equal to their respective interest in the equity of the partnership. So sinabi, 140,000 yung initial contribution. So, i-adjust nyo lang. 140,000 times 60% for A, 84,000 dapat na credit sa kanya. Kay B naman, required capital balance, 140,000 times 40% is 56,000. So, tignan nyo yung difference. Ang contribution ni A is 100,000 pero yung capital balance required sa kanya is 84,000 lang. So yung difference is A will withdraw from the partnership. The difference. Tapos si B naman, yung contribution niya is 40,000 lang but his required capital balance is 56,000. He will need to add an investment to the partnership to make his capital balance 56,000. Yan. So ito, A 100,000 minus 84,000, 16,000 yung i-withdraw ni A. Si B naman, 40,000 lang yung initial investment niya, but he is required to have a balance of 56,000, so he needs to add 16,000 to the partnership. So answer, A shall withdraw 16,000 from his initial contribution, while B shall make an additional investment of 16,000. So yan yung concept ng additional investment or withdrawal of investment to equal the agreement, to equal the partner's capital accounts in the agreement of ratio. So yan. So ano yung journal entry nyo dito? Sino makabigay ng journal entry? +1. Wala, hindi nyo naintindihan?
Buyong, ma'am.
Bakit po yung journal entry? Anong debit? Dalawa lang naman yung debit dyan.
Cash.
Isa lang pala. Ayan, cash. Debit cash, magkano?
140,000?
Yan, 140,000. Credit, ano? Dalawa lang.
Yung
Capital.
A capital, how much?
Capital. 84.
Yan. B capital.
84, 56.
Yan.
56.
Kasi sinabi na dito, kinumpute na natin kung magkano yung credit sa account nila. 84 para kay A, kay B naman 56. Diba mabilis lang yan?
Galing, galing.
Huwag kayong mabuyong. Okay? So, tapos na tayo sa chapter. So, summary. The major considerations in the accounting for equity of partnerships are formation, operations, dissolution, and liquidation. Take note nyo yan. The contributions of the partners to the partnership are measured at fair value. Important yan. A partner's capital balance is normally credited for the fair value of his net contribution to the partnership. Ano nga ba yung net contribution? Paano kino-compute?
Fair value minus liability po.
Yun. Take note nyo yun. Galing-galing. If a partner's capital balance is credited for an amount greater than or less than the fair value of his net contribution, there is bonus. Under the bonus method, any increase or decrease in the capital credit of a partner is deducted from or added to the capital credits of other partners. So may adjustments between the capital credits of the partners. The total partnership capital, ito, remains equal to the fair value of the partner's net contributions to the partnership. So, tandaan nyo lang yan. So, let's try to have some exercises, true or false. So, you and I formed a partnership. You contributed 100 cash while I contributed a stapler which I bought 10 years ago for 1,000. If we sell the stapler currently, we will probably sell it for only 2 pesos. My capital account should be credited for 1,000. True or false?
False.
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 Magkano lang dapat yung value ng account ko?
2 peso.
Yes, 2 pesos lang kasi yun yung fair value. The estimated selling price. Wala namang sinabi na may cost to sell this stapler. So, yung selling price lang. Lower of cost. Yeah. Number 2, the assets contributed to and related liabilities assumed by the partnership are measured in the partnership books at carrying amount or cost of the contributing partner.
True. False, ma'am.
Kasi na ba yung kodigo ko? Ano yung sagot? True or false?
False. True.
False.
False.
Sabing true.
False.
True.
False. Di ba sinabi na natin na
False.
hindi carrying amount or cost. Anong tamang sagot?
Fair value.
ma'am.
Fair value.
Fair
Value.
value. So, yung trick dito, sinabi niya carrying amount or cost. So, dapat tandaan nyo yan pag nagsasagot kayo ng quiz. Dapat basahin yung maigi. Hindi lang basta sagot-sagot. True agad, true. Kasi mukhang tama, di ba? Pag binasa niyo siya, ay parang true. Pero false. May trick sa problem. Okay? Para hindi kayo magkamali next time. So, ang tamang sagot dito ay false kasi dapat fair value of the assets. Not the carrying amount or not the cost. So, false. Yan. Next, number 3, Mr. A contributed equipment with historical cost of 1 million and fair value of 800,000 to a partnership. If no bonus is given to any partner, Mr. A's capital account will be credited for 800,000. True or false?
False. False.
Bakit false? Ano dapat?
Kuan.
Aray ko.
Kuan lang.
Sino may ibang sagot? Ano yung tamang sagot? Uy, inaano ko ha kung sino yung nagpa-participate kahit sa chat. Part yan niya ng ng class standing nyo, participation. Although, ginawa kong 100 lahat yung participation nyo at attendance sa midterm grade. Pero this second
True,
sem,
ma'am.
magbibigay ako ng mga short quizzes, long quiz para may chance na bumawi. Yan. So, ang tamang sagot for number 3 is true.
True. True.
True. Kasi, fair value. Sinabi na fair value is 800K. So, yung i-credit sa capital account ko is 800K. Not the historical cost of 1 million. So, number 3 is true. Ang sagot sa problem. Okay? Clear? Or
Clear.
may false pa rin na nagsabing false? True yan, ha? True. So, number 4. A
True.
bonus exists when the capital account of a partner is credited for an amount greater than or less than the total fair value of his contributions. True or false?
True.
True.
True, ma'am.
True, ma'am.
So, ito yung pinaka-definition ng bonus, di ba?
True, ma'am.
Yan, correct. True.
Guess I'm true.
Number 5, a bonus given to a partner is treated as an adjustment to the capital accounts of the other partners. True or false?
False.
False.
True. False, ma'am.
False.
True ata, ma'am. True, ma'am.
True.
True.
Di ba true?
But, adjustment to the capital. True, ma'am. True.
Di ba true?
True,
Ito
true.
yung bonus method, di ba? Ito
Yes, ma'am.
Ayan under the bonus method, any increase in the capital credit of a partner is deducted from or added to the capital credits of other partners. So, yung may adjustment between the capital accounts ng partners. Yan, di ba? Yan yung bonus method. Mahirap ba sumagot ng true or false or nalilito pa rin kayo?
You and I form a partnership. We both
Konti lang, ma'am.
cash.
So, true yan, true. Di ba? So, yung bonus given sa akin, inadjust sa capital ng ibang partner. So, use the following information for the next 2 questions. You and I formed a partnership. We both contributed 100 cash. However, we agreed that because you have special skills which you will be bringing into the partnership, you should receive an initial capital credit of 140. So, i-dissect natin yung problem. Each of us contributed 100, pero you will be contributing your special skills also. We have agreed that 140 should be credited to your account. So, question number 6, your bonus is 140. True or false?
True, ma'am.
False, ma'am.
False, ma'am. 40 lang po.
Oo, di ba? Hindi nyo na naman inanalyze yung problem. Diretso na kayo sagot.
False.
False. Kaya nagkakamali eh.
40 lang, ma'am.
Oo, 40 lang yung bonus. Kasi meron ka ng 100 na contribution, di ba? So, yung amount lang ng bonus is 40. Okay, number
Oo.
7.
Ay.
Yan, diretso agad. True, true, true. Na mali tuloy. I-analyze nyo muna yung problem mabuti. Okay? Kasi may mga tricks yan sa problem. Number 7, after recording our contributions, my equity account in the partnership books would have a balance of 60 pesos.
True.
False, ma'am.
May false.
Wait, ma'am, sino si Mai? Si you or si I?
My is I. So, ito si I.
True, ma'am.
True,
Oh,
ma'am.
ma'am.
True. Kasi binigyan
Then 40 ano
Ay.
kay you.
40 nasa you.
may special skills. Yan, may special skills daw si you. 140 yung capital credit niya. So, may bonus kang binigay na 40 kay you. So, yung credit sa capital account mo is only
40.
60.
60.
So, yan. Nagigets nyo ba?
Charles.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yan.
Check na check.
So, next problem. You, again, si you and A and B na nga lang. You and I formed a partnership. We both contributed 150 cash while I contributed a machine with fair value of 50. We agreed that we should have equal interests in the partnership. Our initial capital credits should reflect this agreement. No bonus shall be given to any of us. Sinabing no bonus, so meaning either additional investment or cash settlements among us. Kasi sinabing no bonus. Stated sa problem, given sa problem. So number 8, if we agreed that the initial partnership capital should remain at 200, you should pay me 50 pesos. True or false? Hindi pala to dapat we. Dapat you lang. So, nag-contribute si you ng 150 na cash. Ako naman, nag-contribute ng machine with fair value of 50. Dapat maging equal yung interest natin. So, dapat pag i-add nyo yung 150 and 50, 200. Yan. So, equal interest, 200 divided by 2 is 100 dapat yung capital credits natin. Yan. Since no bonus, if we agreed that initial partnership capital should remain at 200, you should pay me 50 pesos. True or false?
True. Makalito
True.
yung you and I, ma'am.
True, ma'am.
True.
False, ma'am.
False.
False. Bakit false? Sino nagsabi ng false? Siya mag-explain.
Me, ma'am.
Kasi 100.
Sige, explain mo. Bakit false?
Hindi, dapat
Kasi
50, ma'am. 100, ma'am.
Kasi si I dapat magbayad kayo, ma'am.
Yes, tama. Yan.
Ma'am,
Kasi-
pwede A and B.
Okay, palitan natin. Sige. Kasi sa book A and B formed a partnership. A contributed 150 while B contributed machine. So we agreed that we should, they agreed that they should have equal interest in the partnership. their initial capital credit should reflect in any of them. Yan. If they agreed, initial partnership capital should remain at 200. Sino nga ba yung U and I? A should pay B 50. Yan. So, clear na ba? Yan. If they agreed that the initial partnership capital should remain 200, A should pay B 50. So, yan. Pag i-plot nyo to, 150 yung contribution ni A, yung kay B naman 50 lang. So 200 yung yung total agreed total contribution divided by 2, 100 each. So since si A 150 yung binigay niya, 100 lang yung na-credit sa kanya, may excess siyang 50. Ngayon si B naman 50,000 lang yung kinontribute niya, 50 lang yung kinontribute niya, tapos 100 yung credit sa kanya, may deficit siyang 50. Ngayon, para makuha niya tong additional 50, babayaran niya si A. Hindi si A magbayad kay B. Baligtad. We should pay A 50. So, gets na? Gets na bakit false?
Yes, ma'am.
Yan.
Yes, ma'am.
So, continuing 8 above, A's initial capital credit would be 100 instead of 150. True or false?
False, ma'am.
True, ma'am.
True. True.
True, ma'am.
True. Di ba sinabi na natin na equal interest? So, 100
Yes, ma'am.
instead of 150 kasi babayaran na siya ni B ng 50 para maging 100 lang yung credit sa capital account niya. Yan. Then last, if they agreed that the initial partnership capital should be 300, B should provide additional cash of 100 to the business. True or false?
True.
True, ma'am.
True, ma'am.
Yan, true na true. Kasi magiging 300 na. Mag-a-add siya ng 100 para 150 sa kanya, 150 din kay A. So 150 plus 150 equal interest, 300 total
300.
partnership capital. So true ang number 10. Yan. So nagets nyo na ba? Sana nagets nyo
Yes, ma'am.
yung concept
Yes,
ng
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
initial contribution among partners.
Slight, ma'am.
Bakit slight lang? May questions kayo? May
None, ma'am.
ata akong ano dito. No questions? May ano ako ditong additional problems. So, problem 1. Mr. A and Miss B agreed to form a partnership. The contributions of the partners are as follows. Mr. A cash, Miss B cash 30,000, Mr. A 20,000, inventory 20,000, Miss B, building Miss B 40,000, furniture and fixture 40,000 for Mr. A. The building has a fair value of 60,000 and is subject to a mortgage of 10,000, which partnership has assumed. The partnership agreement also specifies that profits and losses are to be distributed proportionately with their capital contributions. So, yung requirement, provide the journal entry to record the contributions of the partners in the partnership books. So, sinong makabigay ng journal entry? Ano yung debit? Na-lost na kayo?
60,000 ma'am.
Isa-isahin natin, ano yung debits? Mga ide-debit sa partnership books.
Debit
Cash.
cash.
Debit
Cash.
cash. Magkano yung cash?
50.
50,000.
50K. Debit, ano pa yung debit?
Inventory.
Inventory.
20,000.
Magkano?
20,000.
20K.
20. Wala namang sinabi magkano yung cost or NRV. So, 20K lang. And then, ano pa yung debit?
Buildings. 60.
How much?
60K. 60K.
Sinabi na may
60K.
specifically mentioned K.
20K.
Yan. Tapos, ano pa yung debit?
Furniture
Furniture.
and fixture.
Furniture. And
40K.
fixture. Magkano?
40K.
40.
40K.
Tapos, done na tayo sa debits. Ito lang naman yung investments nila. Ano yung credits?
10K.
Mortgage.
Mortgage 10K.
Credit, mortgage, payable.
10,000.
In-assume, di ba? Sinabi sa problem, which the partnership assume. Pag hindi in-assume, i-disregard nyo lang. Magkano?
Or
10,000.
10,000.
Tapos, credit, ano pa?
A
Capital.
capital.
Capital. Magkano kay A capital?
20,000.
60.
C. Yan. Total nito.
Pala.
Sana. Total ni A is 60. 60K. Ano pa yung credit?
B capital.
B capital, magkano?
90K.
90.
90. Sure ba?
Yes po, ma'am. Char.
Yan na naman kayo, sagot agad. Mali, di ba? Magkano yung total?
80 lang ma'am.
170 minus 70.
70,000.
Magkano yung credit? Pag sinabi niyong 90,000, hindi balance yung equation nyo.
80.
Ito, 170,000. Ito,
80.
di ba yung credit sa partner is the net contribution? Hindi
160
naman to,
kulang
ito ang
10,000.
building.
110, ma'am.
Yung building.
110 po, ma'am.
Pag nilagay nyo to, ano nga natin yung ano,
170.
100K lang. para balance yung debits and credits nyo. Di ba? Babawasan nyo sa fair value ng building yung related mortgage. Yun yung net capital contribution. Net contribution. Fair value minus any liability. So, yung fair value ng contribution ni B, 30,000 cash, inventory 20,000, building 60,000. So, 110,000 yung total contribution ni B. Pero, yung makikredit lang sa capital account niya is 100,000 kasi i-deduct nyo yung mortgage payable na 10,000. Di ba na-discuss natin to kanina?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yan. So, 100,000 lang yung credit sa kanya. Machi-check niya siya yung balances of total debits and total credits para hindi kayo mawala. Kasi may nag-answer 110,000. Hindi balance yung total debits and total credits nyo. Kasi ni-recognize nyo yung 110,000 na mortgage payable. So, yung mortgage payable, i-deduct nyo siya sa equity account ng B Capital.
B.
So, total debits nyo is 170,000. Total credits nyo is balance 170,000 din. So, i-check nyo lagi yung total debits and total credits na journal entries nyo. Kasi pag mali yung in-input yung amounts dito, hindi siya balance. Hindi kayo magbabalance sa trial balance nyo. Hindi kayo magbabalance sa mga financial statements nyo. Okay? So, ito yung journal entry nyo. This is your answer sa problem number 1. So, wag niyong kalimutan yung date, pag given yung date, tsaka yung explanation.
Report.
Kasi part yan binibigyan ko yan ng points for effort. Okay? So, wag niyong kalimutan ha, i-deduct niyo yung any mortgage payable associated to the asset contributed by the partner. Nag-contribute siya ng building with the fair market value of 60,000, but it has a mortgage of 10,000. So, yung net contribution lang ni partner B for the building is 50,000. 50,000 plus 50,000 cash and inventory, 100,000 lang yung capital credit niya. Okay? Clear na? Huwag niyong kalimutan
Clear,
yan,
ma'am.
ha? Kasi
Clear,
part yan
ma'am.
ng exam.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't
Ma'am, bonus
forget.
method.
Anong bonus method? Yeah, meron pa. May bonus method pa. Yan. So, number 2 na tayo. A and B agreed to form a partnership. A contributed cash of 600,000 while B contributed inventories costing 700,000. The inventories have a current fair value of 500,000. The partners agreed that since B will be bringing his expertise and experience into the business, A and B shall have a 40-60 interest respectively. Their initial capital credits shall reflect this agreement. So, requirement, provide the journal entry to record the contributions of the partners in the partnership books. So, how do we solve this? I-determine nyo muna kung magkano yung fair value of the contributions of each partners. Yan. Sino makabigay ng journal entry? Solve na.
Ma'am,
Yes.
since nakalagay man na nag-contribute siya 700,000, pero yung fair value is 500,000, yun yung i-compute namin, ma'am, 500,000.
Yes.
Or,
Disregard nyo yung cost.
okay, ma'am.
May sumagot na. Anong 240K? Yan. Tama. So, sige, try natin i-solve. List down natin yung mga contributions. Sinabi, A contributed cash. May cash na 600,000 si A. Tapos, sinabi si B naman nag-contribute ng inventories. Magkano lang yung i-extend nyo? 500,000 lang kasi given na fair value siya. Ay, ano ba yan? Tapos, may additional investment pa ba? Wala. So, ganito lang yung pag-plot nyo. Tapos, required capital. Ano nga ba yung ratio? Kay A is
46.
40-60, ma'am.
40-60. So, yung total partnership contribution is 1.1 million times magkano yung kay A? 40%. Kay A, yung credit niya lang, required capital is 440. Kay B naman, %, 660,000. Yan. Yan. So, ang journal entry nyo dito is, sa isahin natin, debit cash, how much? 600,000. Ito,
600,000.
equal natin
600.
dito. Yan. Yan nyo siya kukunin. Ano pa yung debit? Inventories.
500,000.
500,000.
Dito nyo siya kukunin. Tapos, credit na tayo. Credit.
A capital.
Dito nyo kukunin. 440. B
Oo.
capital. Dito nyo kunin 660 required capital. So, balance pa rin. 1.1, 1.1. So, ito yung journal entry nyo. So, yung mangyayari, yung pwedeng mangyari is, A, magwi-withdraw ng 160,000, si B mag-a-add ng 160,000 para maging 660,000 nila yung capital credit niya. Ay, hindi pala. Sinabi pala dito, the partners agreed that since B will be bringing his expertise and experience into the business, A and B shall have 40-60 interest. So, bonus method ang ginamit. Walang cash settlements between partners and walang additional investment or withdrawal between the partners. Kasi sinabi na since magbibigay ng expertise si B, bibigyan siya ng bonus ni A, gagawing 60% yung capital niya. So, yung capital lang ni A, 440,000. Yung capital ni B naman is 660,000. So, yan yung journal entry nyo for number 2. Bonus method nga pala to. Itong bonus method. Pag in-specify sa problem, magkano yung babayaran ni A or ni B with each other, sabihin nyo yung sagot, 160,000. Okay, na-gets nyo ba yung bonus method?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yan, clear? So, ganito kayo mag-plot pag nagsosolve para hindi kayo mawala or malito. I-plot nyo yung list ng names ng partners at yung anong i-extend sa partnership books. I-plot nyo yung mga investments, cash, inventories, receivable, lahat. Yan. Okay, clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear. Next problem. Ito naman tayo sa variations to bonus method. So A, B, and C formed a partnership. Their contributions are as follows. A, B, C yan. Cash 500,000, AR 900,000. For A, kay B naman, cash 200,000 and equipment 2.8 million. Kay C naman, cash 100,000, inventories 1 million. Additional information, only 700,000 of the accounts receivable are deemed collectible. The inventories have a net realizable value of 900,000. The equipment has a fair value of 2 million and an unpaid mortgage of 800,000 which the partnership assumes on repaying. So, the partnership will assume. Ngayon, medyo comprehensive yung problem natin ngayon. So, case number 1, cash settlements among partners. The partners agreed to equalize their interest. Cash settlements among the partner are to be made outside the partnership. So, in-specify sa problem na cash settlements among partners. So, paano nyo i-plot ngayon yung initial investments nyo? Which partner shall pay another partner in order to effect the equalization of the partner's interests? Sige nga, try natin i-solve. So, face amount naman yung cash. Ito, given na yung cash. magkano yung receivable na i-extend natin sa partnership?
700,000, ma'am.
Para kay partner A. Kasi sinabi, only 700,000 of the accounts receivable are deemed collectible. Huwag niyong kalimutan to. Huwag basta-basta ilagay 900,000. Yan. 0 kay B, 0 kay C. So, yung extend na value ng accounts receivable is 700,000. Sa inventories naman, magkano yung value ng
900K.
900K, tama.
900K.
Kasi lower of cost, 1 million, and net realizable value, 900,000. So, since mas maliit yung net realizable value niya, 900,000 yung i-extend nyo sa partnership. So, 900K. Ano pa? Equipment. Magkano yung value ng equipment?
2 million.
1,200,000.
The fair value, ano yung fair value ng equipment?
2 million, ma'am.
2 million.
2 million. Ano pa yung i-assume sa partnership?
Mortgage.
Mortgage.
Minus
Mortgage.
mortgage.
Yes. Kanino to? Kay B.
Yes, ma'am.
Mortgage. Total capital minus liability.
So, ito yung net capital contribution, 4,200,000. So, sinabi na they agreed to equalize their interests. So, anong gagawin pag nag-agree sila na equalize yung interest?
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3, ma'am.
So, dito sa ano natin, magkano?
1,400,000.
Ito, di ba? Divided by 3. Kay B, magkano?
Same lang, ma'am.
Same kasi equal, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yan yung required capital nila. Ngayon, ide-deduct natin yung required capital against the total contribution. So, sino magbabayaran? Ang answer sa letter A is A
B.
and B
C.
should pay,
B.
A and C should pay B.
Boy.
A should pay B 200K, C should pay B 600K. Yan, na-gets?
Ulit daw, ma'am.
'Di ba na-determine na natin dito yung yung total capital contribution. 800,000 cash, 700,000 accounts receivable, 900,000 inventories, 2 million equipment, and mortgage payable less 200K. So yung net capital contribution ng all partners is 4,200,000. Ngayon, they agreed that they should equalize their capital contribution, their capital balances. So, equal sila, equal credits to their capital accounts. So, 4 million, i-divide nyo ngayon by 3. Ito yung required capital of each partners para equal sila. Okay? So, ito na ngayon, required capital. Yan. Yung total capital contribution ni A is 1,200,000. Meron siyang cash, 500,000. Meron siyang accounts receivable, 700,000. So, total contribution ni A is 1,200,000. Kay B naman, meron siyang cash 200,000, may equipment with fair value of 2 million, less mortgage payable 200,000. So, 2 million yung net capital contribution.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yes.
Paano naging 200,000 yung payable?
Ay, hindi pala 200,000. 800,000. So, sorry. So, 1.2 lang. So, mag-iiba yung sagot. Thank you. Thank you for correcting. Dapat 800K. Yan. So, nag-iba yung sagot natin. 3,600,000 lang yung net contribution to the partnership. So, yung required capital is 1,200,000 each. So, ito na yung i-extend nyo sa balance sheet nyong capital accounts of A, B, and C para equal sila. So, since si A, nag-contribute siya ng total of 1,200,000 and yung required capital is 1,200,000, wala siyang babayaran or wala siyang matatanggap from any partners. Since si B naman, nag-contribute ng 1,400,000, then yung required capital contribution niya lang is 1,200,000. May receivable siya from C na 200K. Si C naman, 1 million lang yung net capital contribution niya, but yung required capital is 1,200,000. $1,200,000. Ay, ano ba to? So, babayaran niya si B ng 200,000. Yan. So, ganito yung solution nyo for number 3. Nagets na? Clear ba yung problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, ano yung journal entry? Debit?
Cash.
Cash, ma'am.
Cash, 800.
Debit cash, 800. Ito, dito nyo kukunin ha, dun sa partnership na i-extend column. Ano pa?
AR.
700. Dito nyo kukunin.
Inventories.
Inventories,
900.
900. Ano pa?
Equipment. Equipment, ma'am.
Equipment,
2 million.
2 million. Dito nyo kukunin. Ito na yung pinaka-journal entry nyo. Ano pa? Tapos na tayo sa
Credit, mortgage,
Credit
payable.
naman.
Credit na tayo. Mortgage payable.
800,000.
800,000 credit. Tapos ano pa?
Capital.
A capital. Magkano?
1 to
1,200,000.
B capital.
Yan. Makikita nyo, ito na yung pinaka-journal entry nyo ha. Ito, dito, tsaka dito, required capital.
C capital.
Yan. Balance pa. Yan. Balance.
4400.
Okay? Gets?
Yes, ma'am.
So, ito na yung journal entry nyo. So, pag tinanong ko kayo, binigyan ko kayo ng problem, dapat masagot nyo ha. Or may question kayo.
None, ma'am.
Nagets nyo? Clear ba yung concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Method ng capital.
Gigits, ma'am.
Ayan. Settlement.
Ma'am,
Ano? Yes.
ano yung difference nung kanina, ma'am, yung parang may nag-deduct sa capital account?
Pag binigay sa problem, pag stated sa problem na ano, specify naman yan sa problem pag nag-settle yung partners among themselves, pag they are required to add investments or ano or withdraw from the business, i-state yan sa problem. Pero pag ano yung problem, silent yung problem, bonus method yung gagamitin nyo. Yan. I-state naman yan sa problem ito. Cash settlements among the partners are to be made outside the partnership. Sasabihin din dito, since B agreed will be bringing expertise, so they agreed na 40/60 yung interest credit sa kanilang partners capital account. Yan. I-guide naman kayo ng mga problems. So, tapos na tayo sa formation of partnership, initial contribution capital. So, remember nyo lang yung mga concepts. Fair value, yung i-extend na amount sa partnership books. So, under initial initial investments for partnership, apat ang possible scenarios. First, simply record their capital as to their contribution. Pag walang in-state sa problem, i-record nyo lang siya as is, magkano yung ni-record, magkano yung investment ni A, magkano yung investment ni B. So, simple recording lang. So, since si A nag-record ng nag-invest ng cash 50,000, si B 100,000, so debit cash 150,000, credit A capital 50,000, credit B capital 100,000. So, as is, pag silent yung problem. Pero pag nagbigay na ng proportionate interest yung problem, like equally sharing, or 40/60 proportionate, or 50/50, 70/30, tapos hindi equal sa capital contributions nila, magkakaroon kayo ng bonus. Yan. Pag sinabi sa problem na may bonus, yun, may transfer or may adjustments to the capital accounts of each partners. Okay? So sasabihin, pwede ring scenario, magkakaroon ng cash settlements among partners. And magkakaroon ng additional investment and withdrawal between partners para ma-bring yung profit sharing ratio nila. Para magamit yung profit sharing ratio nila sa pag-record ng initial investments. So, 4 ha. As is, tapos bonus, tapos cash settlements among partners, and additional investments and withdrawal. So, remember nyo lang when siya gagamitin. I-check nyo sa problem kung ano yung ginamit, ano yung gagamitin para hindi kayo mawala, para hindi maging mali yung sagot nyo. So pag binigyan kayo ng problem, hanapin nyo agad anong concept ang i-apply. So dito, like sa example sa problem 3, sinabi na cash settlements among problems. So i-apply nyo yung concept ng cash settlement. So dito sa ano natin, dito kayo pupunta ngayon sa example natin sa problem. Ito yung concept na i-apply nyo. Binigyan ko na kayo ng examples para ma-refer nyo dito paano i-solve yung problems. Yan. Pag additional investment among partners naman, yan. Ito yung computation, mag-additional CA, 16,000, CB, 16,000. Okay? Clear ba? May questions kayo bago tayo mag-end para masagot natin, clarify natin. Baka sabihin
Clear
nyo
na,
later, hindi ako nag-i-invite ng questions from students. Clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear.
Magbasa din kayo. Huwag din kayo mag-rely lang sa sa notes ko. Pwede kayo magbasa sa mag-research para ma-expand, mag-practice pag may libro, may books kayo or may reviewers, mag-practice kayo ng problems, mag-solve kayo para Kasi ganun lang sa accounting. Practice hanggang mag-gets nyo yung concept. Kasi kung hindi nyo mag-gets yung concept, mahirap talaga. Mahirap mag-proceed. Concept is key. PM is key. Okay. So, remind ko lang, yung mga yung mga below 65 sa midterm grade, need nyo talaga mag-effort pa more this second session. Nalulungkot kaya ako nung kino-compute ko yung grades. Kahit gusto kong taasan, baka ako. Ayun. So, encourage ko lang kayo ulit. Study well. Basahin maigi yung problem. Understand ano yung hinihingi sa problem para hindi kayo mawala or malito sa tamang sagot. Okay? So,
Yes,
ganun pa
ma'am.
rin. Bibigyan ko kayo ng assignments para magkaroon kayo ng class standing na component sa grades nyo. Yun. Sa first quarter talaga, ginawa kong 100% yung attendance nyo. Kung nakita nyo dun sa breakdown ng grades nyo. Di ba 100% yung nilagay ko? Mostly. Para ma-bring yung grades niyo pataas. Ano pa ba? Siyempre, maglo-long quiz din tayo. Maglo-long quiz tayo para, kasi 50% yun sa class standing. Tapos, short quiz, 30%. Tapos, 20% yung attendance, participation. Yun. Okay na? May ano pa kayo? May clarification bago tayo mag-end? Or 8 o'clock na dyan. Gabi na.
Wala na, ma'am.
Okay na? Gets? Basahin
ma'am.
nyo ulit to. Pag hindi nyo na-gets, basahin nyo ulit. Review nyo ulit, ha?
Yes, ma'am. Ipaperfect namin.
Perfect nyo, ha? Asahan ko yan, ha? Huwag kayong malito. Understand nyo properly yung concepts. Yan. Okay? I-ano ko lang yung attendance. Wait lang. So, okay na. Bye-bye na. Good night sa inyo
Bye,
dyan.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Ingat.
ma'am. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Good night,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.